Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Najla Adizka Defria Budiarto, and I am from Semantics A2 class. Today, I will present my article, which is titled as Polysemy Analysis in Lala Bohang's poem from the Book of Invisible Questions. First is abstract. This research was conducted to analyze the polysemy in Lala Bohang's poem from her book titled The Book of Invisible Questions. The method in this research is descriptive qualitative using the documentary analysis. The researcher analyzed the poem to point out the polysemy in it. In semantics, polysemy is included in the sense relations. According to Vicente and Falcone, 2017, polysemy is a word with several similar but related meanings. And this is the cover of the book, which is the Book of Invisible Questions. Background: poem is a piece of creative writing that needs to be deeply understood when reading it. Some poets use variety of words to describe their ideas in poems. A few of these words might look odd when used together in a sentence, but what the poets want is for the readers to see the relation of the meanings of those words. A single word can mean a few things in a poem, but their meanings are related to each other. It means that the readers can still predict what the poet wants to deliver through his or her poem. In semantics, polysemy is the term for a word with several but related meanings. Vicente and Falcone, 2017. However, some people who are not used in reading poems might get confused with the choice of words by the poets. Since they are not often exposed to reading poems, they might understand the word as it is without actually paying attention if the word itself has related meanings or not. Many popular poems have beautiful and interesting choice of words when it comes to their poems. One of them is an Indonesian writer/poet named Lala Bohang. Her book titled The Book of Invisible Question is a mix of poems and short stories packed into a beautiful masterpiece with illustrations. It is her third published book which has been sold in popular bookstores. Many people have read Lala Bohang's writing. This leads for the researcher to find out the polysemy in one of the poems included in the Book of Invisible Questions. The method in this research is descriptive qualitative using document analysis. The researcher took the poem in the page 45 in her book. Lala Bohang does not give the poem a title, so the researcher concludes that the poem has no title but included in the Book of Invisible Questions. Objective of writing: this research was conducted to analyze the polysemy in Lala Bohang poems from her book titled The Book of Invisible Questions. End result. After analyzing the poem, the researcher has found out that Lala Bohang's poem has several polysemy. It can be seen by the following analyzed result. There are meet, breeding, enough, experience, view, answer. So the next one, the polysemy have been made into the following table with explanation. The first word is meat. The word meat in here can be noun with different but related meanings. First, meaning is a flesh of an animal as food. And the second meaning is human because humans are flesh too, but not in the meaning of food. In the poem, Lala Bohang described meat as if it can actually breathe and do what humans usually do. So the readers can predict that meat in here is human. Second one is breathing. Breathing can be verb and noun. As a verb, breathing means to take air into the lungs and then expel it, especially as a regular physiological process. And this is in the form of present continuous tense. As a noun, breathing means the process of taking air into and expelling it from the lungs. In here, Lala Bohang refers breathing as a verb instead of noun because it explains the action of the word after, which is meat. The third one is enough. Enough can be article, pronoun, and adverb. As article, enough means as much or as many as required. As for noun, enough means as much, as many of something as required. As adverb, enough means to the required degree or extent, used after an adjective, adverb, or verb. In here, enough refers to adverb because before enough there was an adjective word which is lucky. Experience. The word experience can be noun and verb with different but related meanings. As noun, experience means practical contact with and observation of facts or events. And as verb, experience means encounter or undergo an event or occurrence. Lala Bohang described the word experience in here as a verb instead of a noun because after the word experience, she wrote the same pain, which means that she was actually talking about those who encounter or undergo the same pain. The fifth one is the word view can be noun and verb with different but related meanings. As noun, view means the ability to see something or to be seen from a particular place. And as a verb, view means look at or inspect something. In the poem, view is described as a noun instead of a verb by Lala Bohang. It is because before the word view, she added different points of, and then after that on everything, which means that she was actually referring to people's ability to see something. Six is the word answer. The word answer can be noun and verb with different but related meanings. As noun, answer means a thing said, written, or done to deal with or as a reaction to a question, statement, or situation. And as verb means say or write something to deal with or as a reaction to someone or something. In this poem, Lala Bohang described the word answer as noun instead of verb. It is because before the word answer, there is you will find, which means that she was referring to finding a thing set written as a reaction to question. And discussion. Based on the results of analysis, the researcher finds out there are 6 polysemy in Lala Bohang's poem. These 6 words are meet, reading, enough, experience, view, and answer. Most of the single word can mean as both noun and verb with different but still related meanings, so the reader still can predict what the poet is trying to deliver in her poem. One of the examples is meat, as noun means both flesh as a food and human, flesh but not food. In here, meat can also mean as human because the way Lala Bohang described meat is as if it can do what humans do. Therefore, it can be predicted by the readers that meat that Lala Bohang was referring to in her poem is human. The other example is experience that can be both noun and verb. As noun, experience means practical contact with and observation of facts or events. And as verb, experience means encounter or undergo an event or occurrence. In Lala Bohang's poem, she described the word experience in here as a verb instead of a noun because after the word experience, she wrote the same pain, which means that she was actually referring about those who encountered or undergo the same pain. Next one is conclusion. So this research was conducted to analyze the polysemy in Lala Bohang's poem from her book titled The Book of Invisible Questions. The method in this research is descriptive qualitative using the documentary analysis. In semantics, polysemy is included in the sense relations. According to Vincent and Falcom, 2017, polysemy is a word with several but related meanings. After analyzing the poem, the researcher found out that there are 6 polysemy in Lala Bohang's poem. Most of the single word can be both noun and verb with different but related meanings. So the readers of Lala Bohang's poem still can predict what she is trying to deliver through her writing. Thank you so much for your attention, and I think that's all for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.